So there's a lot of things the Bible tells us about what will happen in the last days. We know that Jesus said in Matthew 24 that there would always be wars and rumors of wars and all kinds of other things like that. He called them birth pangs. And one of the things that's really interesting that we really can see signs of Christ's imminent return as we begin to observe some of the things that have been happening as of late. Now, one of the things that we know for sure is that we know that United States of America is not mentioned in Bible prophecy. We also know that China is not mentioned in Bible prophecy. And yes, I know that there are people that disagree with me on this. And so we are watching lots of things happening that are really truly becoming more evidence of the point that I just brought out. Let's forget all of the research that's been going on with respect to these viruses, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's forget critical race theory and how it's taking over classrooms and destroying people's lives, teaching them to hate one another because of the color of their skin. Let's forget about the street riots that have been going on, that have most definitely been a part of American life, especially in the last 2 years, and politics actually shrugging their shoulders and saying, no big deal, they're supposed to do that. Let's forget all of the other things that are going on with respect to how leaders are being elected and all the other things that are happening with respect to people that are coming in office all over the world. We are watching tyranny really show its ugly face on a whole bunch of levels, but that really isn't the big deal compared to some of the things that we're actually seeing happening right now. Like, here's one that probably everybody in the United States of America should be worried about, and that is the fact that the Chinese Communist Party is going out of their way to utilize their technology to be able to steal the technology of Americans. Now, this is very interesting because there are national standards for security in the United States of America, and most of those standards have become not really viable for protecting itself against the works of the Chinese Communist Party. By the way, Russia is also a big adversary in this vein, but all of these things are pretty interesting because as we begin to see more technological vulnerabilities take place, we are watching a rise in power of the Chinese Communist Party to try to really take over everybody that it can, and we're watching the globalists begin to get mad at it. We're beginning to watch the Chinese Communist Party, begin to diminish itself as it continues to seek power for itself. It's happening on a crazy level, and folks, don't get this wrong here. Please don't get it mixed up. They are doing everything that they can to steal American technology. They're doing everything they can to steal technology everywhere around them, just like Russia is, but all eyes right now are on China. And when they make the decision to attack Taiwan, which they will, I believe we will see the beginning of the end of China, just like we're beginning to see the beginning of the end of the United States of America. Folks, the Bible said it. Listen, it's all about what the Bible doesn't say, right? The Bible does not tell us that there is the United States of America mentioned in it. The Bible doesn't tell us that China is mentioned in it, which is why we know we're going to see them diminished. The bottom line is this: Jesus is coming soon, folks. Open up your eyes. And what we're seeing going on with the spyware in China and the success that they're having in being able to hack, and the craziness that that's beginning to produce in contributing to the instability of our world, is nothing we should be surprised about, because Jesus is coming soon, and the Bible told us that it would happen very similar to this. Keep your eyes open, folks. We're going to continue to see a diminishing of these superpowers. There won't be any left, and before you know it, there will be a revived Roman Empire, and we're going to see something crazy start to happen. We're going to see the erection of a world leader who will choose to become everybody's savior, and everybody's going to look at him that way, and eventually he's going to lop their heads off for not following him. We read about that in Revelation 13, and by the grace of God, none of us as Christians will be here for that because we will have already been raptured. So time to open up our eyes. Changes are coming. Jesus is coming soon. Pay attention. Love you guys.